What's up, guys? So we were camping with some friends in Pennsylvania, and it's really cool. We're a little caravan here. It's Natalie and I, and then we've got friends with a Skoolie, a 40-foot school bus.
Super cool.
And then another new friend in like a Nissan minivan. And we just think it's really cool, the different setups, different sizes of vehicles, and we just want to give you a little tour so you can kind of see just the different styles of vehicle camping that there is out there. This is our new friend Jimmy, and we're going to look at his Nissan NV200. It is a lot smaller than ours, but he's got a really cool setup for what he needs. Tell us about it.
It's essentially just a bedroom. It's got really no kitchen facility or anything. Here it is. You might notice the bed is very narrow, which it is, but it adjusts. There's this interlocking mechanism here that can be pulled out. So
Wow.
that this can be added to here and make it wider, and the back half does exactly the same thing, so you can end up making a kind of bed that doesn't make your arms dangle off the side when you're laying your back. I use this little battery thing for light. We've got storage on the ceiling with magnets.
That is super creative.
Thanks. I got this essentially because I've been doing a lot of work in program facilitation, and I would work at a summer camp, things that required me to be in one place for a while seasonally and then leave. In order to do that and have like a place that feels like my own space, it was just really nice to get a van, like kind of a portable bedroom, to be in places where I do have access to a kitchen and bathroom facilities, but you know, I can be lacking my own space without this. So yeah, it's been really good. So here's a little screen door. It can get a little stuffy with the door closed, so I often sleep with the door open, and this stops the bugs from getting in, and it fits quite nicely. I find that the kind of trade-off not having such a big van with everything allows small van to get me more gas mileage, so I use this as my primary car too.
What are you getting? You said about 27?
Yeah, 27 miles a gallon.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. For a bedroom on wheels.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for showing us your awesome little rig. We love it. I know. So tell me about this bus. We are here with my friends. They bought a partially converted 40-foot school bus that they are planning to renovate, and they're going to give us a little tour.
I'm Kendra
Tyler.
This is our 1990 International 40-foot long school bus. So it's the older model, a little tight in the ceiling, but we have lots of ideas and plans for how to change some basic elements of it. Although we are really open to your ideas too, so leave those in the comments for us if you don't mind. We bought this in this exact condition. For now, we're just using it as like a camping cabin. It sleeps what, like 6 to 8, depending on the size of people.
This bench right here, this completely folds out.
These pieces slide out, and then the back cushion comes down like your usual slide out conversion. So there's a huge bed here, which is nice for added friends.
Right over here, there used to be a full-size wood stove.
We couldn't get insurance with a wood stove in the bus, which was another sort of surprising element after buying, because you see a lot of Skoolies and a lot of conversions with little wood stoves in them. And in the state of Pennsylvania, at least with the insurance companies that we called around for 3 weeks trying to find, we couldn't get anyone to cover it with a wood stove, so we had to take that out just to drive it. This is our ripped apart curtain. We had to have a shower to get it registered, so we just put this this is actually a hula hoop that I was gonna tape up. So we screwed that in and put this little on-demand water heater that came with the bus. They used to hang this outside the window for an outdoor shower. We had to prove that it was an indoor, and there's like a little bucket here that's full of crap now, but it says gray water on it. Do not drink or use. So we actually had that sitting here and had the shower curtain like tucked into it so you could have a little shower space.
Because you need to provide a lot of photos, not for just insurance purposes, but for getting validated as an RV or a motorhome. We needed something to make this look like a bathroom in some way. So this is just a temporary
piece of like laminate that we like literally tacked onto the wall.
Literally thumbtacked.
Yeah,
that is creative.
Just the most DIY start to getting past the rig.
Absolutely.
This little toilet box was already built here, and it's just literally a bucket that you can this whole seat cover lifts off. There's buckets and there's towels back in there. So what we have is a whole bucket of biochar that one of our friends made for us. It's just like thin branches and wood that's been heated in a fire at really high temperatures really fast. It's so efficient in capturing the smells.
And also the charcoal will absorb the nutrients from your urine and feces, and then when you bury that, the soil really benefits from it in that way. So it's not just like some people like try to just compost, like do human manure and stuff, but that's like pretty involved. If you just use biochar, like it actually absorbs and needs to absorb those nutrients, and then before it goes back into the ground.
Over time, it breaks down, and then shares those nutrients with whatever soil it's in.
If you're interested in the biochar, we will link it in the description so you guys can check it out. It is supposed to be very awesome.
I know we're going to be checking it out when we go to do our own DIY composting toilet.
Oh yes.
So stay tuned.
So here are the bunk beds.
Yeah, 2 full-size beds, one on top of the other. We slept in here last night down here, and our friend slept up here, and it's actually really comfortable. I've never been camping on a more comfortable surface, but we don't have plans to keep it like this. If we're just gonna use it for our own personal house, we only need 1 bed to take up space.
Yeah, probably going in this direction to save
we're really
space.
not sure. We're really open to ideas because it's a lot of space, and we don't need a whole lot of space, and we're not sure if we want to do like a mini traveling restaurant or if we just want to have like an extra big tool shed for our landscaping company, or what to
Traveling
do with all of
restaurant?
it. Both. So yeah, for now, it's just a great extra space to have friends go camping in the woods together.
So I have to mention this table as I'm taken aback by the previous owner who put pennies inlaid, and they're all perfectly facing one way except for 5.
Yes. So
Tell us about that.
we were told by the person who built this, apparently there's $35 worth of pennies in here, which is kind of unbelievable. It doesn't look like that many. So they're all heads up, except for there's 5 tails up. So it's a little game that he built into the bar here, which is really cute.
I just found one. I've not played the game before.
I've not found all 5 yet either. So it came with these awesome, pretty cool cupboards, which we have strapped shut for driving. There's 3 little sections. They're pretty standard, like, the curvature cubbies. And I think this is kind of cool, but we're definitely redoing all of it so that we can insulate. It came with this big sink and this whole giant countertop, which is pretty awesome for food prep. And then underneath the sink, we have our fresh water and gray water in little jugs. And actually, we rigged up this we cut a pool toy, one of those floaty things, into a little piece to keep this secure so that when it drains, it goes into this jug. Our freshwater jug then goes up through a tube, and there's a little switch because they also it came with a generator as well. So there was electricity when they were using it. We've never used this aspect of it. We just drank out of our bottles. We're still not sure which pieces of this we're gonna keep. I think I'd like a prettier sink. I mean, it doesn't have to be that big, but it's nice to have a lot of space. There's propane tanks under here that go to our little 4-burner tabletop stove, which we could also run out on a picnic table if we don't want to cook inside. So I like that that's portable. This is like a little plug-in, I think it's 12 volt, little plug-in like refrigerator cooler, which is pretty cool. It has like a little like air conditioning unit in there, like a mini tiny guy. And then it came with this TV, which we're not a huge fan of having a TV in our bus, and we've never used it, but we figure maybe one of these days we'll be camping, we'll have electricity, and we'll watch a movie if it's raining out with our friends. So it's kind of actually cool to have all these different pieces to play with and chance to stay in the bus and check out like how it actually feels to be in here, dream about what we want to do with it. Give us some ideas.
Guys, I am so excited for you to make this your own home. Thank you so much for giving us a tour.
Yeah,
thanks.
thank you.
Thank you.
If anybody has any ideas for them, we're going to keep reiterating it. If you have any ideas, drop them in the comments, and we will pass them over to these guys. Okay?
Thanks.
So I foraged all of this. I honestly didn't even have enough room in my bags to store all of these pie tins and maybe like TV dinner casserole tins. There were literally dozens of these. This weighs probably about like 8 pounds. Somebody's been having a lot of TV dinners in the woods.
So this is our new friend Andrea, which we had the honor to meet through Kendra while we were here. We all caravanned and camped, and I'm wondering if you at all are interested in this lifestyle now that you've had a chance to kind of see the rigs and see how we do this life.
Yeah, definitely. I've actually wanted a camper or some kind of, you know, house on wheels, or even just like a place to go. I've been contemplating getting a truck for work, doing, you know, gardening and landscaping, and then having an RV that like you haul behind it, or some sort of little tiny trailer. I always have really liked the little teardrop ones, but I'm like, that's not really big enough for what I want anyway. Been on the fence of where to start, and after seeing your van, I love that it's all attached in one, and it's just like you don't have to go outside if it's raining, and it feels like safe and cozy. I think I'm leaning more towards that. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, so I'm just weighing the options of what to do. And I love Jimi's setup. It's like super simple, and like living in a city, that would be the easiest to park. I think I've ruled out the bus for now. It's like really awesome, but also a little overwhelming. But it's super cool that they have it for like, you know, big group trips. So I don't know, there's just so much to consider. But yeah, I definitely want it.
There's so many options.
Yeah.
But you're
It's in.
inspired. You're in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rise like a fire.